You happy? Yes, I am. I am happy. Why wouldn't I be? Hello? This morning you're glowing a nice tint of yellow rose. What the fuck does that mean? Hope your evening was productive and or fun. I played a little Path of Exile. Morning, small sassy girl. Hey! Okay, no, that's true. No, that's true. I am sassy. Oops. Can't say shit about that, huh?
Last day of work for the year for me.
Ooh.
Hooray for paid Christmas week. Big Photoshop problem solved at work. Just
enjoy.
need my STI test to come back clean. I know, I'm stressing.
I mean, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. You said that you have no previous experience, right? So, unless you've been putting your mouth somewhere a little spicy, I don't think it's gonna be a problem for you. It seems like highly likely that you'll be just fine. So I wouldn't try and fret too much. So I would say just try and take some deep breaths, you know? Just relax a little. Just, you know, just deep breaths, you know, chill. Dude, I woke up so tired this morning, but I also stayed up a little late. But I'm feeling pretty good now that I'm actually here. But I feel like that's always how it is whenever I like wake up in the morning and I'm just like and then I'm like, oh shit, wait, no, it's time to stream. Yeah. So, oh my god, okay, so this is like such a little thing. But usually, so I'm trying something a little different today. You can't see a difference because it's not a difference on stream, it's a difference IRL. But I'm trying something a little different today where instead of using the foam mat, I'm wearing slippers with my tracking so that I can have like little shoes on and keep my feet all warm. And so far it feels good, but we'll see how that lasts. I'm cozy. I'm toasty and I'm cozy. I'm a little too toasty, honestly. It's a bit toasty in here, but if it gets too warm, I'll just turn down the thermostat. Are we the brats in this stream today for change? No, it's Brat Winter or something? Dude, it's Brat Day every day here, alright? I'm here to give you sassy, snarky quips right back at you. I'm not gonna sit here and take your shit. I'm not gonna sit here and be your little dancing monkey. You're gonna be my bitch. Okay, little guy, you wanna go? I'll fucking deck you. No, don't cry. I'm sorry. Shh. You're fine. Got you. You are such a little weasel. You're such a little weasel. That's fucked up. You're pulling a Rose right now. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Look at her with her little bratty smirk. What the hell? Yeah, that's me. Oh my god. So yesterday, you wanna hear something fucked up? Yesterday, I went to get in bed and I realized I never took my meds yesterday. And I was like, oh, I didn't even notice, but I was a little tired towards the end of the day. I wonder if that's why. Whoopsie. Oop. It's okay, I was extra diligent, made sure I did today. What meds? Oxy. What the fuck? No. What the? Why would I have that? What? No. Fucking ADHD meds, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, just popping a bunch of Oxy every day before stream. Yeah, great. That's a horrible idea. Forgot to take your Fent today? Okay, you're acting like fucking Fent Bert over here. Have you seen that fucking emote? Buff has it. It's just Bert, this little like orange and white cat, just like snorting lines of coke and shit. That's all it makes me fucking think of. You haven't seen it? Dude, I don't have it, and I'm not gonna put it on here, but it's basically like, imagine a tiny little cat, and then like a line of coke, and then it's just like wiggling like this, and just like... Or however the fuck they do drugs, I don't know. I've never done fucking cocaine. I've had catnip and that's about it, alright? But even, you know what? Even that I wouldn't do on stream. And that's just Swede, okay? I cannot imagine. I feel like that would be a horrible idea and I don't understand how people can do that. I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, no shade to them. It's just, I don't think I would be able to function. I'd be saying all kinds of shit I probably shouldn't be saying. My filter would go from like the minimal ass shit that it is to like nothing. And it would be like, oop. The yapping would be great. Dude, you have no fucking idea. I'd probably get banned, the shit I would yap about. No. I would be way too explicit. And then I'd probably forget I was streaming. And then, ooh, that's a recipe, isn't it? That's why you do that on other platforms? That sounds like a bad idea. Even on Blue Twitch, where where we do Bible study stuff, nah. Even there, and to be clear, we're not doing like Bible study, just educational stuff and yapping. None of that crazy shit. Don't get any fucking ideas. But even then, like, your pastor will be pleased. Yeah, well, you know what? Your pastor's gonna be the one on their knees there. I'm kidding. I just thought it would be funny to say. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I've just been in a mood lately. I think drawing a bunch of stuff has just been making my brain a little extra spicy, and I think I need to tone it down. I think I just need to tone it down a little bit. Lately, listen. Okay, more than usual, okay? What have I been drawing pre-smut? No. Never change, I won't. I don't think I could if I wanted to. #1 producer of art? Nah, it's nothing too crazy. I just been kind of like drawing like, what do I like? And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna draw that. And then I'm like, oh, I've been thinking about that all day because I've been staring at a drawing of it all day. Oh, oops. My bad. Just a page full of big hands. Okay, so if we want to be real talk with that kind of stuff, hands by themselves, great. But they have to be like, they have to incite the imagination. Do you know what I mean? So like, if you just show me a hand just like out, whatever, like just like, ooh, a hand. I'm just gonna be like, that is a beautiful hand. I appreciate that, you know? Maybe makes me feel a little bit of things depending on how attractive the hand is to me. However, the real good shit is when you see a hand doing something. When you see it grabbing a part of a body. When you see it holding on to something firmly. When you see it playing an instrument. When you see like that kind of stuff, right? It has to lend to the imagination to make your brain go, ooh. Oh. You know? So it's more like that kind of thing, I guess. Right? So I feel like people get this idea that like, oh, you like hands, you like every single context of hands ever. And I'm like, it's not like that. Come on. I'm sure that someone out there who likes feet can probably relate on that side. Because I'm sure that people like feet don't just like feet when they're just like casually hanging out. I mean, they might, but like most of the time, no, right? If I had to guess. So I feel like it's more like that. Where you have to have the context or like something to like be like, ooh, oh, I see. Guys, Shia doesn't have a foot fetish. You need to calm down. He made a tweet about it and everything. Come on. It's okay if you like feet. No one's judging you. But like, let's be fucking real, alright? If you think I'm gonna perpetuate that shit after seeing that fucking tweet, nuh-uh. Actually, there's a pretty good prompt for you in chat. What everyday thing have you seen that someone does that oddly left you heated? Ooh, something. Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, wait. Thinking. I'm thinking something excited, heated, interested, enamored, we'll say. That's a really hard question. I'm trying to think what that would be for me. I know there's been moments of it, but I'm trying to think what they were so I can like recall them properly. It's definitely gonna be something with like working with hands or something showing assertiveness, you know? But I'm trying to think of something that's not inherently like romantic or whatever. Receiving chicken nugget, that makes you feel, wait, okay, so does that make you feel turned on or just happy and cared for? Because I think what Carowin's asking is like spicy. But, okay, if we're talking romantically, I think that, you know, well, I feel like that's just romantic anyway. If you see somebody, like, about to, like, trip or fall or walk into, like, the road before they're ready to, and someone grabs them, like, around the waist and, like, pulls them in, I think that's, like, romantic and cute. But I feel like that's just romantic and cute. I feel like that's not, like, something non-romantic and cute, so I feel like it's a bad example. You know what I think it is? I think it's anyone doing anything methodically for someone else's benefit. Like it's someone tying someone else's shoes. Or somebody, you know, leaning down to check in on somebody. Or things like that. But that's more romantic as well, so I don't know. And I don't even know if that really counts. I think that the thing I find like most, yeah, I keep thinking romantically too, like seeing people in their element doing stuff, like Like if someone likes cooking and they're cooking at your place for some reason, and you just happen to catch them like humming to themselves, chopping something on a little like chopping board, and you just see them like very just like confident and just like doing their thing, like that kind of stuff, just like. I also think like seeing people doing things that they're skilled at, like people playing piano who are really good at it, or artists painting something, or you know, singing, like basically like creative stuff, I feel like just makes me go like We're talking about okay, so the question originally was, what is some everyday thing that people do that makes you feel stirred up, you know? But then everything I think of is like romantic or like cute, you know? So it's kind of hard to come up with. Everything I think of is just inherently sexual. Who the fuck asked that? Carolyn. Why? Bro, isn't it like 9 a.m.? It's 10 a.m. Yeah, why though? Why Rabs, huh? Do you not listen? Sometimes when you wake up, you're all riled up from fucking moment one. What do you want? Sometimes you got all that stirring in you while you sleep, you know? Life is full of coincidences. Come on, spill the fucking tea. Spill the fucking tea. Dude, I'm a lady and I get it, alright? Dude, I don't know why. Okay, can we just be like full disclosure and not make this weird kind of thing? My brain has been like full of fucking chemicals lately or some shit, cause like my brain is just like all about that shit, and sometimes I'm just waking up and I'm like, man, boobs, right? Boobs, right? Holy fuck. I don't know. Maybe there's something in the water. I don't fucking know. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just because it's getting chilly out. Yeah, right? Like, I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but I feel like my brain's just like... something. No, it's been before that, Carolyn. It's been before that. That has nothing to do with it. Though I will say that maybe drawing stuff that is a little spicier lately... maybe, but even that isn't like, I don't know. That's every day. Okay, listen, I'm saying more than usual, okay? There's a difference between that and more than usual for me, okay? It just gives you an outlet to be able to draw stuff. I guess that's fair. We're just devout learners of biology. Dude, I think we're all just degenerates and chronically online and something's wrong with our brains. And by wrong, I mean different. I don't know. Maybe change in diet? I mean, I don't think my diet's changed that much. The only thing I've been doing is trying to make sure to eat it. Oh, wait. You know, you might be onto something. Whoa. Okay, so a while back, a few months or so back, I went to a doctor because I was feeling sluggish and shitty and stuff, even though I'm generally healthy, right? And I was like, what's wrong with me? And then we just started talking about everything, and they were like, Rose, you literally don't eat enough. You're basically starving. And I was like, what do you mean? I feel like I'm not hungry or whatever. And then they're like, you are literally eating like 2/3 of what you're supposed to be eating at best on an average day. And I was like, but I'm not hungry. And they're like, you need to eat more. Find a way. And I was like, damn, okay, shit, fine. So for the last like several months, I've been more diligent about that because my meds kill my appetite. So ever since I started taking them, I feel like I've been eating less and less, which is obviously not good for you. But I don't know. Maybe it's just made me feel better, and because I'm feeling better, everything's more revved up? I don't know. It could be a million things. It can also just be this past year being like more happy and free and stuff, right? So it could just be like that too. This year's been a lot of changes, so it could be anything. But I don't know. I'm feeling good. Okay, let's see. Here we go. We've been waiting for an update on this. So, I guess the start is we hung out at first at their place for a bit, and then they showed me all the cool shit they did for their coursework. They're going into game design, I love video games. Well, of course you love video games, we're on fucking Twitch, come on. Then we went out and had a really nice dinner and barbecue place, and we both really enjoyed it, and it was really nice. And then as we were leaving, sitting in the car, started asking questions, so parked in the parking garage, and we talked for like an hour and a half. So good day so far. Okay, give me more. I'm so desperately nosy. And invested, please. Cough it up, big boy! We need the tea! Oh, also, while we're waiting for Stevie to do that, Carolyn, that massager that you got me a million years ago, I finally dug it out of all my packages that are here, and I used it on my back and my feet yesterday, and holy fuck, I feel better. I was achy after stream yesterday, I don't know why, but that shit helped. Thank you. It has all these little attachments at the end so you can like have different ones for like different muscle groups and stuff. Holy shit, that was great. That was great. I'm gonna be using that shit so much more now. It's ooh, now that I have it, ooh. Yeah, like an actual massager. Listen, I have enough massagers. It's not like that. Come on. Come on. You know better. Then I broached the topic of boundaries and we came to the conclusion that the reason physical boundaries were slipping is because they were silly and they were just silly and didn't realize it. Oh, like you mean they were being silly because like they weren't thinking about it because they're ace or what? One of those a long handle and angle? Yeah. So I came into assistant designating when boundaries are getting close. Oh, which helps a lot. Listen, we love that. We love clear communication. We love establishing boundaries. We love knowing where the line is. We love that shit. Bravo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Then you mentioned the dream about Japan. You said you had prophetic dreams and then mentioned how it was romantic and she said it was less prophetic. Well, that's a sign to not say shit then, in my opinion. That's a sign to not say shit if you ask me. Holy shit, my best friend was dating a girl like that for ages and ages. That sounds... Actually, I know someone who was doing that too. I knew someone who was doing that too, and they were a very sexual person. And they actually were asking me about it, and I was like, listen, babe, if you need something that someone simply cannot provide without being authentically themselves, maybe there's an incompatibility there. Ooh. You're gonna need to discuss how to resolve that, if at all. And then if not, you know, it might be time to, you know, not really the most enjoyable thing to tell somebody, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Your BFF was super sexual. The girl he was dating had been through some shit and basically didn't want to get down ever. And yeah, they ended up not being compatible, but it took them 3 years to figure that out. Yeah, sometimes people really want to cling on because the romantic aspect is really fulfilling, but just because that works doesn't, like, if everything doesn't work, there's gonna be a problem eventually. If you can't find a way to communicate through it and make it work for everybody in a way where everybody's happy, you're gonna have a lot of issues. So, you can still love somebody and not be with them if it's not if they're incompatible, you know? Yeah, exactly. You can have good chemistry with friends and it never go beyond friendship, you know? It's hard how the same behaviors have different meanings to different people. I have a female friend who started hanging out with me out of nowhere and I have no idea if that's mere friendship or she's trying to get closer on a romantic level. Okay, my logic on that is always play it safe. And honestly, just enjoy the friendship. And if it becomes glaringly obvious, it's just gonna happen eventually, you know? Then I talked about how said dream then talked about how said dream has led to evaluating my own thoughts towards romance, and we started talking about their stance on romance and how it affects them. Ooh, how does it affect them? Tell me everything. Just ask. Honestly, Fart Wiener based. We love Fart Wiener in this house. Fart Wiener comes in here and says stupid ass shit about dicks and like slurp glorping and then comes in with the real talk, and I appreciate that because that's kind of what I feel like I do sometimes. Oops. And I appreciate that. This needs to be an emo, cursed but wholesome goated combo. Yeah, you would know, Rabs. You would know because that's kind of what you're like too. That's kind of what you're like too. Kind of realizing that I kind of surround myself by a certain type of person, don't I? Oh, how horrible, right? There's this channel on YouTube called Healthy Gamers. There's some really good videos about a friend zone and figuring out relationship and ambiguity. Dude, okay, I'm gonna just stop you right there. I'm sure that, you know, it's a great video. I've heard of that channel. I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard of it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the friend zone isn't fucking real. The friend zone is a lie. Every single person I have ever dated was a friend first for a long time. Every single one. So don't come in here and be like, oh, I'm in the friend zone. She just wants to be my friend. Oh, shucksy doodles. Nah. It ain't like that. She doesn't get feel-good chemicals from anything that's ever described as romantic. Oh! Wait, no, I'm glad you guys talked about it this way instead of you being like, I think I might want something with you, my queen, even though you said never ask me that. So I think this is definitely way... way better than what it could have been. So you described some of the things that we discussed about what good friends to lover situations look like, and she looked at me and went, that's why people fall in love like that? Oh my god, wait, that's kind of cute. She's like, okay, can I say something that I do not mean in a rude way, but it might sound rude when I say it? Is that okay? Because I don't want to be rude, but I don't know a better way to say what I'm going to say. But I definitely know people that admittedly keep friends around slowly for string them along for the ego shitty approach, but some people legit do that, and I strongly doubt that's what people generally are when they talk about their friends. Oh, that's just being a bitch. That's just being an asshole. What the fuck do you mean? That has nothing to do with friend zone. That's just I'm a dickhead. Alright, that is not the same. But what I was gonna say is, Stevio, your lady friend sounds kind of like what an alien would be like, where they're like, I do not understand these humans and their romance, etc. But like in a cute way. I don't mean it in a derogatory way. It's just fascinating that someone can be... It's fascinating that people can be so multifaceted that while something might be obvious to me or you, to another person or group of people, it's so foreign that they're like, I never thought of that. And I'm sure that I have those moments in other people's eyes and stuff, and it's just fucking cool. So I just find that very interesting. It's not a bad thing, but I just think of a cute little like glorp alien. It's just like, huh? You know what I mean? So yeah, after chatting about them, I discussed that I was approaching a point where I'd be open to a romance or a physical relationship, and she courteously shot both of those down. I was hoping during this conversation to learn a little more about her, and that she would think, and that she would too, and I think we did. Oh! Oh, also what? Also what? Also what? Also what? Also what? Come on. What do you mean she shot that down? She said no. What do you mean? You talk a lot with your hands? No, but how did she say no? I mean, I'm sure it was polite and fine. They're very close friends, so... I know not me, but I'm still gonna respond to you because you're in my chat. Hello? I know you're talking to Stevio, but I'm here too. Come on now. You can't just ignore me, you silly. And yeah, I agree that that is being a bitch, but from other people's perspective, that's why they feel they get in the friend zone, and I think that's valid, but it's not what most people mean when they say in their friend zone, which is why I say it exists, but most people aren't in it. I would be reluctant to even call that being in the friend zone, because I feel like, and hear me out, someone who does that, Jude, someone who does that, who deliberately keeps you along to drag you along for their own benefit, is not your friend. They are not your friend. They are using you as an object. So, to me, that's not the friend zone because you're not even their friend. You're not even their friend. They're just an asshole. She hates the whole situation where when a person decides they have romantic feelings for her, their behavior changes, and she hates that, and they usually just can't become friends again. It's happened like 30 times. That makes sense, but it sounds like you guys can work past that, and that's what... I was wondering if it was something like that, where she had a lot of history of people confessing, and then her being like, oh, so now I can't be friends with you because you're gonna be all fucking weird about it and shit, right? Because a lot of people, unfortunately, do get like that, but usually people can get past it with a little bit of time. You just got here, but it sounds like you don't experience romantic attraction at all. Hent my eye says. So, okay, can I ask you like some really personal questions? Hent my eye. Can I? Is that okay? Like, I don't wanna ask you anything that's gonna make you uncomfortable, and you can always tell me like, no, I don't want to answer that. That's okay, and I will say, okay, that's fine, and I will move the fuck on. But I am so curious. I am so curious as someone who is extremely romance coded and stuff. Okay, so I have a couple questions. Your name is Hent my eye, which tells me that you either just like sexual puns or you have some sort of like enjoyment of that kind of like joke, right? So my question is, do you consider yourself aromantic, asexual, both, neither, or something else? And what does that mean to you? Like, for example, you're saying you don't experience romantic attraction at all. Do you experience sexual attraction? Is it both or neither? Or like where's the line there for starters, I guess? And then, following that, I want to know what you think of when you see other people who are involved in romance and stuff, and like, do you feel like disconnected from it? Do you not understand it? Do you understand it but not have empathy for it in the sense that you can't relate or connect to it? Or is it something more? Do you dislike romance, or are you simply apathetic towards it? That kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm very curious because I am an extremely like romance core sexual like coded person. So for me, getting to see someone who is very much like not on the same like mindset and like core of their person makes me so fascinated that I want to know everything about them. Rose, let them answer. I'm asking. They can take as long as they want to respond. It's nice to see such genuine interest. I just think it's interesting like that people are so different, and it's just so like it's so crazy how different people can be. So I'm just like, how? Rose, do ask question. Dude, I'm a nosy bitch, alright? God, having an in-person heart-to-heart with you must be crazy, like a mini therapy session. It depends who it is. I'm not very confident IRL. Oh, she hates when the perspective changes from an I enjoy this person to I enjoy this person as a romantic pursuit. That makes sense. Rose, can I just say you're super cute and pace around when you get fascinatedly curious? Sometimes I do that. You're just making fun of the sometimes low delay between questions and asking? Yeah, well. So my name is kind of a cheeky way to say lewd my love, since I is also love, but my love is not romance coded, so I do feel sexual attraction and consider myself a romantic. Yeah. No, I understand that. But my that is helpful, to be clear. But I'm more so also wondering, like, if you do feel sexual attraction, which you say you do, right? So with the romance side of it, do you feel a sense of intimacy at all with people that you have a sexual interest in? Do you feel like chemistry? Do you enjoy flirting? If you're not interested in romance, do you enjoy flirting? Because I feel like flirting is romantic, right? I feel like flirting is for like building tension romantically. So do you like or dislike flirting if you're not romantically interested in any? Or does it just translate into something more sexual at that point? Do you like to just are you asking me or are you asking them? Can you elaborate on the question if you're asking me? Because are you saying do I just like to casually fuck somebody? Or are you saying do I like sex? You thought flirting is usually kind of sexual? I guess it can be. You know, that's a great point. I feel like there is a difference between sexual and non-sexual flirting. Like, I feel like, okay, hear me out. Example, right? If you go, oh, look at that flower, it's so beautiful, and they're like, I think there's something way more beautiful in front of me, and they stare at you, and you're like, oh my god. That's more romantic, right? Versus if someone comes over and like you're on a date and they lean in and they're like, you have no idea what I'm gonna do to you later. And then you're like, oh. Right? That's more sexual flirting. So I guess there is a difference. I just didn't really think about it. But yeah. You know what I mean? I think corny can be good. I agree. Corny can be nice. Then we both went home. She was glad I brought up the conversation. Then we hopped on call and she shared with me her current Infinity Nikkei progress. Told me like, cute!
On this topic, personally I am asexual but really desire a long-term committed relationship. I have a hard time reading the difference between just being friendly or someone expressing interest. I suppose I would be considered to me, because sex is less important than the emoji.
Because sex is less important than the emotional connection by a mile, I don't understand sexual attraction and casual sex. Okay, so hear me out. Do you experience sexual attraction with somebody that you are romantically and intimately attracted to, out of curiosity? Because for me, that's what separates like demi from asexual, like different types of asexuality, and that's part of what I identify with, because I don't find myself sexually attracted to somebody unless I am emotionally intimate with them. Even if it's not like romantic, I have to have chemistry and intimacy and a very high amount of trust, and whether it's romantic love or otherwise, I have to have some kind of love for them. But at that point, I then will experience sexual attraction to a person. No, I did never had a relationship. Gotcha. Well, thank you for letting me pick your brain. I find this kind of stuff very fascinating. So, come donut, enjoy. Enjoy. Seeing a lot of details, there was a whole thing. You skipped a few messages. Did I fuck? Let me check real quick. 1 second. You missed one message. Okay, so anything else? Conversation was fun and not tense at all. She even flopped a joke that was way funnier than if it landed. Okay. I'm checking. Oh, and she asked me very desperately not to change how I behave around her now that I'm approaching these feelings, because I'm one of her best friends. That we both went home. She was glad I brought up conversation. Okay. I see. No, I think that's great. It tells me that she's, you know, it sounds like she's grown a little bit as a person since the last time you guys had this discussion, and you probably had too, because you're communicating about it in a more adult, mature way, which is what you should be doing. So props to both of you for that. I'm very proud of you for both of you for that, even though I don't know her personally. And I think it's great that you guys have gotten to a point where you can be like, I can acknowledge these feelings and not be weird about it and just enjoy the friendship, because I value that even if you're not romantically interested in me, you know? Also, what chat? Yeah, communication's hot as fuck. Sorry, I'm catching up. I mean, my bestie knows the kind of stuff that I'm into, and she teased like abduction play before when drive me somewhere before, and that's like kind of flirting, but not like no actual romantic or sexual intention behind it, if that makes sense. You know them better than me, but I would feel like if someone said that to me, there would be very much a sexual intention behind it. But okay, you know, maybe you guys just have that level of friendship where it's okay to do that. And I have friends like that, so I understand. But I don't think about it, and they definitely don't make jokes like that, even though I'm very much also into that kind of stuff. But yeah, Spaghetti said that it sounds like your friend is desperate to have a friend. And yeah, I agree with that. Every time I hear All I Want for Christmas Is You and I'm around Ms. Wiener, I sing along and point at her when singing You. That is so cute. I love that shit. I love that shit. That melts my fucking heart. Sounds like there's real trust issue where she probably feels like she can't just be friends with somebody because she's rated the ulterior romantic motive. Yep, and that is a common issue that people experience even when they're not ace, because I have had that with people before.
I'm just sorta sitting here listening to this and wondering how the fuck flirting is supposed to work, even though somehow I have 3 partners and potentially mutual fuck buddy happening ATM.
Yeah, well, sometimes it'd be like that. I'll respond to that more once I get down there. The best part about being in a relationship for me is being able to be sappy and corny. Yes, yes, yes. That is something I feel like I didn't really experience a lot in most relationships despite wanting to. And I hope that, should I decide to date again, that is something I do experience. Because I see it happen and I'm just like, man, that's cute.